feeling, Justin, the Springboks enjoy facing the haka.
It's on. There's no doubt. Kapa o Pango, for the first time this year, the All Blacks unleash their haka, special to them, and look at the response from South Africa. They are ready, the All Blacks are ready. Let's just get it on.
Big smile on the face of Untitled du Plessis. Okay, match officials tonight. Romain Poit of France is the referee. Jerome Garces and Francis Pastrana from Argentina are the assistant referees. And upstairs, the TMO, George Ayub. Springboks peeling off the tracksuits, and we're almost set to go. Capacity House here at Eden Park. We've had the odd shower, but just at the moment, conditions okay. A little bit greasy on top, maybe. There'll be mixed emotions there. We can expect to see how Heineke Meyer feels throughout the game. Most expressive. Aaron Smith has been in outstanding form. 50th Test match tonight for Owen Franks. The countdown is on. And the 86th meeting between the Springboks and the All Blacks is underway and taken down by Ruan Pienaar, and it's a hurried clearance and into touch around about the 10-metre line.
Oh, subtle little change from the All Blacks. Traditionally, so far this year, they've gone for that split kick-off, which they went for then, and gone for the short 10. That time was long.
Coles throws quickly, tipped on the Springbok side, and Etchebeth gets it off to Habana, who puts his boot to it, and daggers across outside the 22, though. And this one coming down around about the 10-metre line, and the All Blacks putting pressure on, and it's bounced away, and Habana stayed over there. And the ball has been knocked on. It was a pinpoint kick by Israel Dag.
It certainly was, and the follow-up as well. The chase was excellent, but the courage of Kirshner as well. He went up, he was committed. This is the steal from the line-out. This Springbok line-out is operating at over 90%, so they're very, very effective. Look at Kirshner, eyes on the ball, then he took them off just at that vital moment, which made him spill the ball. So an opportunity for the All Blacks. First scrum.
Huge part of the game, scrum time. South Africa could come in and try and make a statement right here and now. Dane Cole's given the responsibility at hooker. The 8 working together. Look for that second push as the ball goes in from the box.
Crunch. Carter on the left as we look at it. Severe on the right as first receiver. Interesting setup.
Big pressure, and All Blacks penalised. First scrum. And the Springboks pretty proud of their effort in that first scrum. So Mornay Steyn punching it away downfield.
The engage was okay. It's quite steady here, but watch the secondary weight there. You could see the beast just drop the knees and then just put the effort in. They're happy in the box. That's definitely an area they would have targeted. Look at the emotion.
So first throw of the game for Bismarck du Plessis. A shortened line out. And Etchebeth. Well, he's dropped it behind him. He's lost it. So Kane moves it on, and Messam carries it up for the All Blacks. There it is now for Aaron Smith. Onto the right foot of Carter and Kirshner. Hoists. Nicely taken down by Dag. It was awkward. It was just swirling a little. Now Carter onto his favourite left boot. Now Habana. And that's gone right into the middle of the park and has fallen for Ma'anonu. And he turns and finds a big gap. And the box under some real pressure here. And what a kick from Ma'anonu. Messam wants to take it quickly. Well, certainly in that kicking duel, the All Blacks came out on top.
The big problem was Habana's kick. It wasn't good enough. It skewed back infield. And what Nonu did was he spun around because he wasn't facing the right way and then found the space. Superb kick, and they had to take it over. Leroux had to take it into touch, so All Blacks attacking line out.
Goes short, Coles, off it goes to Owen Franks. He's never scored a try in Test rugby, but he got within a couple of metres. Now here's Kieran Reid driving for the line, and they've got it down. And he's going to have a look upstairs, but that looked as though it went to ground. And it was Kieran Reid who carried it over.
George,
and they go to check upstairs with George Ayew.
Why I cannot award the try?
By asking that question, I know exactly why he has done, because he can see the ball on the line. I think initially Reid was just short, but then he sort of bounced his way over as the weight of other players landed on him, and he ended up on the line, which is what Roman Twat would have seen. He would have seen that ball on the line.
Well, I think initially the South Africans were caught by surprise and they never got established defensively. And as we see here, the assist comes on. It'll be a difficult angle to see whether there's any grounding. We'll certainly have to go to another angle. There's no doubt he's got over the line. It's a matter of whether or not he's managed to get to ground.
This will be an excellent angle because he actually ends up over the side. He sort of spins his way around. You watch, he comes infield. Yeah, I'm going to say he's got that down and that's a try. We won't be able to say that from this angle, but remember the question. Give me a reason why not, which means that Twat has seen it grounded, I believe.
Second question. Any reason why I cannot award a try?
Just a look at in the line-up, if they don't jump through the line.
All right.
Okay, you got that?
Thanks.
This is the angle. The ball's up there, down there.
Yeah, on the line at least.
The only thing he could possibly be looking for is whether or not he's lost control of the ball. It's a good angle there. Doesn't look as though it's come away from the hand. Decision coming on.
Yep.
I cannot give you a reason why you should not award the try.
Okay.
There it is. The captain scores the opening try of the test.
Well, for all of the good start that South Africa had, they lost the line out, lost the kicking duel. Ma'anonu pinned them back there, and then it was a beautiful little move around the front of the line out. It went short. Look at the subtle little offload there to Franks. It looked like he was just the blocker. Instead, he received the ball from there. Kieran Reid. Retallick's role was vital. Look at Retallick pushing through there, and also Woodcock. Superb work from that forward pack. In fact, it was Kane coming in with the assist.
Well, you talk about that kick from Ma'anonu. It's been a huge part of his game in the All Blacks in recent times. They've added it to his repertoire, and it got them the field position, the opportunity. The Springboks just not being strong enough around the fringes defensively.
Carter's first kick is on target. 7-0, 5 minutes gone. Back to halfway with Mornay Steyn. Lined up and taken by Brodie Retallick.
Inside.
It's inside the 22, so the All Blacks can look at kicking this directly, but they're not going to do that. Getting it up nice and high, and it really is high. Kirshner ripped away by Ben Smith, and off goes Smith. In Springbok territory, now Aaron Smith works it across to Reid. Carter held up by Etzebeth. Ball on the ground for Aaron Smith again. Woodcock has to duck out of the road. Dag goes wide. Now Ben Smith where it all started. Cut down on the 10-metre line. And the Springboks have ripped it away here. Bismarck du Plessis. Good turnover as Pienaar. Dag waits. Under no pressure at the moment. Immediately fires it out into midfield. And the All Blacks looking to free it wide. And they do. They get it off to Conrad Smith. Chased by Engelbrecht and de Villiers. Nonu gets there. charging onto it goes Retallick.
Good tackle.
Yeah, strong defence by Van der Merwe. Now Carter. And across it goes. Here is Pienaar and Ruan Pienaar. Dag having to scamper back. That's a good kick. Vastly experienced halfback Ruan Pienaar in his 70th Test match. And the box inside the All Black 22. Coles throws quickly, but there's a bit of a disagreement near the back of the line-out.
It's become apparent at line-out time the All Blacks want to go quickly. They do not want to allow the Springbok side to get set defensively. They're trying to throw it in as quick as possible, recognising the threat the South African line-out does pose.
Well, they challenge, don't they? So Coles, Whitelock very quickly, flat pass, sits up for Kane. Kane running at Steyn. Aaron Smith finding Carter.
Stay black.
And a nice clearance from Dan Carter.
Well, in general, apart from that first line-out miss, it's been an excellent start by the All Black forward pack. All the speculative talk about this Test match has been about the physical, brutal nature of this Springbok forward pack. Well, they've pushed them over in a try already. They've won their own line-out ball, and they haven't been dominated at set piece, so they'll be happy with that start, particularly Steve Hansen and co in the coach's box.
Another shower of rain at Eden Park. 8 minutes gone, first half.
That's the second and the last. All right, you open the gap. Open the gap.
Etzebeth. And taken down early.
Come on. Be careful.
Remarkable 21-year-old Eben Etzebeth.
Tackle in the air.
It's going to be a shot at goal here.
Tackle
Mono
in the
Steyn.
air. That's fine, thanks.
Just the temptation too great for Retallick, for Brodie Retallick. Yeah. Playing the man in the air. There's contestable parts of the game, Justin, whether it be the ball in the air, whether it be at set piece and the ball on the ground, is where this game is going to be won and lost. There will be a lot of kicking. Both teams tempted to go to the ball in the air.
Yeah, and Bismarck du Plessis, we saw him earlier. He's the one who got the turnover just before. He's very good at the breakdowns. Very strong, obviously. You can just tell that by the size of them. Hard to move, and he gets over the ball well. So that will be a contest the All Blacks will need to make sure they try and win.
Steyn is an outstanding goal kicker. And the Springboks are on the board. Nearly 10 minutes gone, 7-3, the All Blacks lead. Carter pushing this down the centre. And Pienaar immediately tied up by Messam. So a new halfback will have to go in there. Bismarck du Plessis over the ball. Now it's Habana. Yanni du Plessis. Owen Franks knocks him over. They'll be looking for a clearance this time round. And Steyn gets it on to Kirshner, and it's charged. Well, that could have gone anywhere. And luckily for the Springboks, it went into touch. The All Blacks will challenge here, but again it's Etzebeth. He's been dominant early in the lineouts. Bismarck du Plessis, now Pienaar. Flat pass across to Francois Lowe. At least no, Willem Alberts it was in the 7 jersey. Now the All Blacks rushing at Steyn.
No.
This
Don't
is
move. All
in
right?
touch
All right.
outside the 22.
That's superb from Mornay Steyn. Such a difficult place to kick from, right back on the back of your dead ball line. For me, Pino had to take responsibility there. He's a good kicker. He needs to kick those ones, or they're going to get to this man.
Coles throws. Tipped on the All Black side by Reid. Here's Nonu charging hard. Got it away. Smith wasn't expecting it. Knocked it on. He was following his mate through. But the pass maybe came a little earlier than he thought. And a mistake by Conrad Smith.
It's obviously the setup of the move why Nonu went through like that. I just wonder if he lacked somebody on his shoulder. There was a bit of space there. He was on the outside break. Here's Carter. Simple ball, missing Severe. Somebody's there, off his shoulder. Where's that player? It was just a bit late. Smith, you could see he was just in behind him, maybe looking for the clean out. It was probably a target play, so Smith goes in, cleans the ruck. The space was there for a player to run off him.
Absolutely, Justin. He'd got well over the advantage line. Nonu, if there'd just been someone right there, Conrad Smith had just gone to hand, he would have continued the momentum.
Springboks first scrum holding up okay, although there's a man up here, and really the whistle should have gone. It's a loose ball, and Kirshner goes for a run. Kane makes a good tackle. Lays it back, though. And now, halfback required in the form of Bismarck du Plessis. Pina. Severe waiting. And de Villiers makes a good, strong tackle.
He's got it.
All Blacks, though, have driven back over the top as Smith moves it on. And good burst here by Ben Smith off the Conrad Smith pass. Now Aaron Smith, but the penalty goes to the box.
Bismarck du Plessis. The moment that ball went to ground, you watch his body position, his strength over the ball. Talked about it before. You need to be in very quickly if you're a support runner, and Justin, just so impressive, so strong.
We have too many players around the ball, around the ruck form, not involved in the form, all right? The player must live behind the ball, all right?
Are they in front of the ball?
Yeah. They are on the same line, they must leave and don't obstruct.
Based on that last kick, I would think Mornay Steyn's got the distance from here.
Absolutely, Justin. It flew a long way as they've called for the shot at goal. Absolutely struck it beautifully. And this would only be, if anything, 2 or 3 metres further, as we see a great break here from Ben Smith off his right foot, explodes through the gap, but then a little bit of isolation. But what du Plessis, bang, straight over the ball.
Well, I'm sure everybody's adept at lip reading, and pretty much what he said there was get them out of the way, ref. What he was meaning was the tackled player. Now, I understand what he's saying there, Steve Hansen. There was a tackled player who held on to Ben Smith. Because of that, he couldn't roll or place the ball, which enabled Bismarck to get on it. But it happened very quickly. You have to commend the Springboks to getting there and playing the rules and playing the advantage the way they did.
It's a real air of anticipation down here, Nisbo. Just everyone's on the edge of their seat.
Okay, how's the distance? No, he mishit it.
It was a shocker.
It was.
The first one he hit so sweet. That one just never got going.
Well, he had a dreadful night in Dunedin last year.
One of those ones to forget.
Yeah. 15 gone in the test at Eden Park. 7-3. Vermeulen waits, but the All Blacks are in there challenging. Snapped up by Woodcock. Aaron Smith frees it up quickly. Oh, gee, offside, eh?
Wow. That's a big shot. And it's all on. I can understand well. Look at du Plessis.
Well, Dan Carter is in agony here. And it's not over yet.
Francois Lowe doesn't want to let it go. The referee's letting them sort this out, and they'll get there eventually. I didn't think the shot was high. Let's listen. I thought he hit him on the shoulder.
Can you check if there is any foul play?
Any arms in the tackle, though, that's the thing.
I didn't see any front play, but just check about this.
Roman, what was wrong with the tackle?
No, the tackle, I have my decision, but check if there is any foul play afterwards. You called the number 2.
It was a massive hit.
He just didn't see him coming.
No,
Dan
I
Carter, he had no idea the player was coming, looking for the contact.
Shoulder and no arms.
Whether or not there are arms in the tackle, but there's no doubt Dan Carter has come off second best.
When I blow my whistle, this is the end of the story. All right? This is the end of the story. All right?
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with that from my view as well.
That's an awesome tackle. Wow. Bismarck.
What he's managed to do is actually driven Dan Carter down onto his right shoulder. He's hit him on his left and then driven him down onto his right. You can see the discomfort as everyone, Liam Messam, Vermeulen, wrestling each other. Coles gets involved. If you wanted to know about passion, and straight away the call's been made, just though Beauden Barrett is up. As you can see,
there's a lot of, you can see here, there's a lot of jersey grabbing going on, but I don't think there's any punches thrown, and I think it would be foolish to take it any further. Look at this, there's a bit of wrestling going on, and an elbow in the face, but that's the key moment, and it was a legitimate hit for mine.
Yep.
It's just a bit of scragging and grabbing, good hard scragging and grabbing, if there can be such a thing.
no doubt about the passion, the determination of both sides.
George here, mate. I have a decision for you.
Yes, please.
There was nothing, no foul play, a lot of pushing and shoving.
All right.
But you go with your decision.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Number 2. No arms and a height. And height.
No, that's rubbish.
No, disagree.
Absolutely. It's just a big tackle.
And I wonder if George Ayoub was clear enough in his description of what's gone on. And as Beauden Barrett clears the touch, so that substitution has been made. Ball finds touch, but hard to see whether this is a yellow card offence. Oh,
Get real.
Come on.
Exactly.
The only argument is, was he onside? Everything else is okay, isn't it?
Absolutely okay. And to say no arms is ridiculous.
Let's go.
Okay, so 15 against 14 as Coles goes deep. And Whitelock takes it in. The All Blacks will be well fired up now as Nonu sends a couple sprawling. And Barrett sends it on. Here's Reid on the charge and just can't free it up to Savia.
I don't want to go on about this because there's a game going on, but the one decision I can't understand is the video. TMO has had a chance to have a look at it and he said, I didn't see anything. So how has Roman Platt then gone after video footage, not been told it's high, not been told it's illegal, decide that it is and put a player in the bin?
Because he would have seen it on the big screen himself, wouldn't he?
Yeah, we go here quickly. Rowan Point
he's
now
watching
having
the
to
same
throw the
screen
ball.
as us.
Okay, so Etzebeth brings it down. Drama already, as it always is in an All Blacks Springboks test match. Pienaar once more, and this one looks like it's drifting out into touch. And it's way back near the 22. So Carter out of the game. And Beauden Barrett in there as Kane throws a loose pass, snapped up by Barrett.
Green.
Ball there for Aaron Smith. Now here's Coles. Leaves it for Aaron Smith again. Franks takes a couple to put him away. Now Messam. Ball has been up off the ground and it's Havana, the little winger.
What's he doing in there?
Just went there from your side. Didn't touch him.
They are very good. I think it's something they've worked extremely hard at under Heineck and Meyer at the breakdown, the Springboks. They look, all the players look like they understand the laws. They understand what body position they need to be in to be strong. Backs and forwards work really hard in that area, and they are certainly on the improve around the breakdowns.
What it does, Justin, it puts pressure on Aaron Smith, doesn't it? To get to the breakdown and clear the ball. If he's not in there quick enough, it presents an opportunity. And just again, just check out this line out. Ruin Pinar, rather than bring on a hooker, he is throwing into this line out here.
Oh, not too good. Snapped up instead by Coles. And
Not straight.
ball
Black.
not thrown in straight.
Scrum here.
Well, I guess regardless of what we all surmise with the Bismarck du Plessis thing, the other thing we haven't discussed as we see the wonky throw here is the impact it's going to have with Beauden Barrett on. Carter is gone. Jeff, I understand that he's in a lot of grief down there with the shoulder problem, is he? So we've got a new 10 for the rest of the match.
Straight into a sling. Looks as though it may just be an AC joint, the initial diagnosis from the doctor. Now they make the change. Interesting, the Springboks. Adrian Strauss comes on in place of Willem Alberts, who'll get a break while Bismarck du Plessis takes his time in the bin.
So Adrian Strauss, vastly experienced player.
The decision
28th
was
cap
made.
for him
I know,
tonight.
sorry, thanks, John.
Yes, well, we all know it's been a long time. 1937.
Come on. Come on.
Trying to put too much fear into Justin, but on that particular day, the Springboks had two brothers on the front row, the Lows, and two brothers again tonight, although one sitting on the bench.
At the moment, yes.
Rowley pushing one.
So an early shove by the All Blacks, and it's a free kick.
I think we're going to see a bomb.
Here we go, and a few of them are in front, that's for sure. Dag falls over, Smith goes in, and he can't hang on to it. And now Dag's in trouble.
Brian Abana did not watch the ball one little bit. Did not look up. He's just run through, collided with Ismail Dag. The ball certainly held up in the air. Brian Abana, no intent to attack the ball.
Yeah, you're right. I was watching him as well. I think he was anticipating where the ball was going to land, and Stain didn't hit it right. But what he does here is very dangerous. Watch him, not watching the ball. It's gone behind him. Oh, no, to be fair, that's okay. That's okay. He did kind of stop and look behind him, didn't he? He just braced himself, and he's been hit by Dag as much as he's hit Dag.
Well, he looks in strife as well, and I'd imagine next cab off the rank would be Charles Piutau.
Whether it's just a case, a little bit of bone on bone, they can be niggly but not too damaging. You can run those out, but you would like it to settle down quickly with the one-man advantage as Barrett kicks for touch.
Well, that
doesn't find touch.
No, struggling, not out. So a bad miss. And Pinar, he makes sure that he finds touch. Reid wants to go quickly, and he does so. Barrett gets it back and slams it away downfield. This won't go over the 22. And Kirshner, challenged by Reid.
Away, Green.
Barrett waits. Off it goes to Savia. He clears it away to Smith. And Conrad Smith, oh, he's almost through. They just managed to tip him over. Lays it back for Aaron Smith. Now Franks lobs it up to Barrett. And Barrett's away. Now, where's the support for Beauden Barrett? Hung on to it and keeps going. 15 metres away, the All Blacks hoe into this, looking for quick ball. Aaron Smith, and that's been tipped away. That'll be a penalty. Off goes Conrad Smith, pops it up. Brodie Retallick gets his first test try under the post.
Well, the All Blacks strike. Beauden Barrett got the ball out the back from Franks. There wasn't a lot on. Somehow he managed to wriggle himself free, and you'd have to think maybe he should have found his support players. They were all lining up on his inside. He looks there, and then he can't find them. He's looking for a winger out. The players run through. He holds his feet really well, takes the contact, From there, the ball is nice and quick. It's bumbled out the back by Smith, but then Conrad Smith does a superb job of drawing the last man. Brodie Retallick's over, the All Blacks strike.
Well, Yanni du Plessis twice in that movement, missing tackles, not getting contact with the player. But the broken play, as we see Hanneke Meyer, the desperation, the disappointment, the frustration as the All Blacks knock over the conversion and taking the opportunities that are presented. And Conrad Smith, right place, right time. And Brodie Retallick, for all his hard work he does in Test match footy, great support play. Look at the big man go.
What an occasion to score your first try in Test rugby. "23 minutes gone in the Test. Springboks still have 14 players, and they paid for it too, as it's taken down by the try scorer.
No hands! Form inside.
Aaron Smith. Not a lot of depth on this kick, and again it was Ben Smith that was up there, just putting a lot of pressure on those high kicks, and it was knocked on by Kirshner.
Just a little bit of concern as we see Ben Smith contesting position up in the air, using his fullback skills. A little bit of concern still with Israel Dag. Peter Gallagher, physio, running onto the field. You see Ben Smith there. Just checking at Charles Piutau, staying nice and loose on the sideline.
Well, what a remarkable game it's been already. Springboks have had to make the tackles. That's because the All Blacks are carrying the ball. The All Blacks don't have to make too many tackles because the ball gets kicked.
We're just going to have a look at the break here from Barrett from behind. You can see here there's not a lot on. He gets the ball in a compromised position and through he goes. And look at the support players on the inside. If he could have found Smith and Messam and co. But just look at the exceptional work. To make the break, and then the strength to hold the ball. You can see the Springboks scrambling there. Superb from Beauden Barrett.
Crutch.
2 minutes left in the bin for Bismarck.
Bind. Set.
And this time the scrum penalty goes the way of the All Blacks.
Number 3 didn't get through
And he's got
and driving
Yanni
down.
du Plessis out on the tight head side there. So the All Blacks will be keen to attack from inside the 22 against 14 men. And the kick hasn't gone that far though.
Never got the bind up quite long enough. Du Plessis.
Coles throws short once again. Here is Nonu taking them on in midfield, and Smith, that's Conrad. Ball there for Aaron Smith.
Hands out.
Staying blindside with Kane. Now Whitelock. Aaron Smith once more, and a little kick dabbed in behind. Might have overcooked it a bit here, Beauden Barrett. And Kirshner's got all the time in the world to thump it off downfield. That's a mighty kick.
That's a whopper. What a punt off the left.
And Conrad Smith gets it off to Barrett. And this won't be out either. And here is Willie LaRue and Engelbrecht. Springboks with the ball in hand. 10 out from the 22 as Pienaar reaches in. Now Steyn. Here is de Villiers. Dragged down on a good tackle by Franks. Freed up again for Etzebeth. Pienaar stays with replacement Strauss. Now LaRue. Here's Vermeulen. Upended by Whitelock and Reed. Pienaar tried to drop it in behind. And the ball is still there for the Boks. No, it's been knocked on. And it might be just about time for Bismarck du Plessis to head back.
Absolutely, he'll return to the frame. Willem Alberts as well will come back on, of course. Adrian Strauss will come back to the bench.
Use your arms.
As we see Tankata, arm in a sling. Suspected just an AC joint injury.
Oh, they are nasty, Jeff. They do hurt.
How we set them up here?
They can hang around for a long time. Poor option there from Peanut. That was good building of momentum. Hands on the ball from the Springbok there, and the Peanut decided for the optimistic kick through the line, didn't regather, turned the ball back over. I think ball retention would have been the better option.
Crutch. Bind. Set. Number one, pushing early, number one.
So, Wariwa pushing too early.
Yep. You are in.
So this is only a free kick. The All Blacks won't get the line up.
He doesn't have to tap it. The minute he moves, they're allowed to move forward. And he did start to step forward, Beauden Barrett. So on a free kick, when the player starts to move, then those players are allowed to come forward. You don't have to tap it anymore.
Sorry?
It's one of those unusual rules of the game, isn't it, Justin?
It is. They were in the right there, the Springboks.
Absolutely.
Thank you, I know.
But now, the next 13 minutes before half-time, important time for South Africa to work their way into the game. Look good holding on to position deep in the All Black half.
So they go deep, and that's a rather fortuitous win in that line-out as Francois Lowe sets it up. Now, Pino's going to kick again, so the tactics haven't changed a great deal as Dag commits himself, and he's lost it forward, and the ball slung wide. Nonu almost got the intercept, but he wouldn't have allowed it anyway because of the knock-on. It was an advantage being played.
That was a fair contest in the air.
There you can see there, he's moving forward, Beauden Barrett. That's perfectly fine. He's well within the rules of the game there, was Ruan Pienaar. He knew them, more so than the referee, it would seem. You're right in what you say here, Nisbo. Jeff, he wouldn't have been able to carry on there. The knock-on was just an advantage knock-on.
It'd be nice to get through a scrum, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see the ball actually come out and play.
Interesting setup for the Springbok. Crusader-like, Canterbury-like. You can see there the players stacked in behind the two front centres.
Well, we're not going to get a scrum here either, Jeff, as it's a free kick. Here's Kirshner, lowered and a good tackle by Reid. And now here's Pienaar trying to get away. Now into Wariwa. And Pienaar works it away for Steyn. Here is LaRue. Good tackle by Barrett. Plenty of black jerseys over there as Pienaar moves it across to Untitled du Plessis. And Pienaar again clears it off. Habana getting in close to the action. Well contained. Now across it goes to De Villiers. Francois Lowe inside the 22. Now here's Pienaar once more. Untitled du Plessis loses control of it. All Blacks are pounced and charge kick. Barrett gets a second shot at it. And this won't be into touch either, so Kirshner waits on his own 10-metre line. Going to run at the All Blacks this time. Breaks the first couple. That's the 22-metre line as Pienaar serves it up. And the Springboks are back to pretty much where they started. They're going to get a penalty advantage too as Untitled du Plessis takes it in. It was against Messam, and now it's been knocked on.
6. Release and leave it.
And it's Liam Messam not releasing the tackled player.
6 on the ground, release and leave it.
Fair bit of blood there, Sam Cane. It's taken a good nudge. It's been one of those matches where it is a physical contest on all aspects.
Well, I've been keeping an eye, and you're down there closer than me, Jeff, on Sam Cane, and he's been working very physically and hard at the breakdowns. He's been challenging all the time. Richie McCaw-like.
Matt Todd gets his opportunity, but you're right, Sam Cane has been in the thick of the action, is not allowed. See here. Oh, just as it was Faumawina last week on McCaw.
Of all the heads, Frank's. It's the worst.
No shot at goal by the Boks. So, an attempt here to drive the All Blacks over the line. So, taken down. Bismarck du Plessis in the boot. Over the 5-metre line they go, still going. Now they go to the line. And Bismarck du Plessis scores it.
And why not?
Be careful.
And why not Bismarck du Plessis? He's been a monumental figure in this first half of rugby. For right or wrong reasons, he's been influential. It was an excellent drive, and you'd have to say great confidence from the Springbok. They turned down the kick. You'd think Steyn would convert it. They're well set there. Look at the work from the back. They start to get that shift to the left-hand side. Habana, he decides that he looks good from there. Pienaar as well. And then they just go back in field. Bismarck always had his hands on the ball, Jeff. What a try, what confidence.
Well, they got set early, didn't they? They got their numbers in, they got it set to the back. There was no splinter. Such a strength of South African rugby. And at one point, it was 8v6. Then another couple of the South African backs got involved. The weight of numbers, the ball security, and that belief that they've been looking for, that confidence they brought into this game, will have now been enhanced.
Steyn's kick, and nicely judged, left to right, converted try, 14-10. Brian Habana right in there to help too. Barrett makes the kickoff. Van der Merwe drops it behind him. And it's been tidied up though by the try scorer.
Use it!
Pienaar lining up to kick himself by the look of it. And penalty. Well, there's some obstruction there.
Doesn't work.
Somewhere.
But Romain Potter had spoken to the Springboks about setting a screen either side of the ruck. They weren't engaged in the breakdown, so they were actually obstructing players. You'll see those numbers on the right-hand side.
I tell you what, who doesn't do that now, though? It's very technical. They've got nobody to hold themselves against. There's not an All Black player for them to brace themselves against. So how can you form a ruck and hold on to a black jersey that's not there?
Well, I'll tell you what was smart. It was that Kieran Reid alerted the referee to that fact that he felt they weren't getting a fair opportunity. And whether or not Yanni du Plessis was contacted to the ruck, it may have been legal.
Barrett's penalty is good. 6 minutes left in the first half. 17-10. Nice high kick. Whitelock circles round and behind it.
We are inside.
Now Aaron Smith. Not a great deal of distance on the kick, but safely into touch. And it looks like we might have a Springbok change coming up shortly, Jeff.
Junjay Kriya just warming up. Could be for Flip Van der Merwe. That's the word that we are hearing.
Short line out. 4-man for the Boks. With Pienaar at half-back, it's almost the tell that they're going to go to the back line.
Etzebeth gets rid of it quickly. Now here's De Villiers, the captain, at first receiver. Now here is Van der Merwe. And he looked to be running pretty freely there, briefly. Carried up by Willem Elberts. Now the ball goes loose and knocked on by the All Blacks. So playing advantage for the moment anyway. Here's LaRue, moves it across to Engelbrecht. Only 10 metres away, and Exabeth again, but the All Blacks onto him well and truly. Pina for Stein. Now Alberts. 7 or 8 metres away. Here is Stein again. All Blacks looking to get him across the sideline. Now it's there for Habana. Loose pass, LaRue tipping it on to Exabeth. The big All Black defence. Habana channels it back. Now du Plessis smashed in a tackle. It's physical, it's tough. Habana tries to help out, the All Blacks win it. And away for Ben Smith. And he smashes it off downfield. And Kirshner, well, he hasn't got many options here. And he gets it back to LaRue. And the All Blacks have taken play 80 metres downfield.
Big shoulder from Ma'anonu, and I mean big shoulder, and then Bowden Barrett was the man in there getting the turnover from the breakdown.
I think you find Matt Todd was as well, right in there, Justin. 70 metres down the other end. Just word, Sam Cane won't be back before half-time, but the looks getting some stitches in.
Oh, just overthrown. And the kick is away downfield. Now the All Blacks have got to be careful here. And it's Liam Masson. Oh, he did really well. He got it away to Conrad Smith. Springboks had to make that first tackle. And back it goes. And now Barrett. And he safely puts it into touch. And the Springboks still look very keen to get Kruger on the field.
There's the shoulder from Messam and Ma'anonu. And you're right, actually, it was Matt Todd that was in there, the man that got in over the ball, turned it over. Again, the foreman for the Springboks.
Listen me all the time. I had a crush. Is it fine?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you get?
But I hear always my voice. Time backward.
So 2 minutes remaining in the first half. It's been pulsating stuff.
It certainly hasn't lacked excitement. There's been plenty of physicality and skill.
Okay, loose ball. And he knocked it on.
He'd already knocked it on. I know what the crowd are getting a bit upset about. They're saying that he was held back, but he had already knocked it on, Aaron Smith, and then he was held.
I'll tell you what, that's an indication, though, how much the crowd's into this game, because they know every little play, every little obstruction, every opportunity that may or may not happen. As we see Caney all stitched up, ready to get back into the action.
Pienaar gets it in. Well, it's not such a flash scrum after all. Springboks are very good on the All Black put in, and vice versa. This is held up. This will be a turnover. Well, it's the old story. It's a lot easier to push when you don't have to hook it.
It was great work from Aaron Smith. He anticipated this really well. As you go around Vermeulen, watch here, when he goes to pick it up, there's Aaron Smith straight on him, possibly a little bit early, and then wraps himself around the ball, gets himself between, I know this sounds a bit dodgy, between the legs of Vermeulen, which stopped them from doing the tunnel ball back, and the rest of the players couldn't see the ball.
This is a great attacking opportunity for the All Blacks to strike just before half-time.
Crunch.
Very deep on the open side, the South African defence.
Set. Yes, 9.
Now, ball in. Here goes the siren as Aaron Smith waits. Goes reeling back. Barrett to Nonu. Nonu tries to get rid of his man. Good work here. Dag tries to hang on. And in the finish, it's into touch. And that is half-time at Eden Park. A tremendous half of rugby sees the All Blacks leading at the break, 17 points to 10. Okay, changes too at half-time. Sam Kamen is back, but Charles Piotau is out there for Israel Dag, and Kruger is there too for Van der Merwe for South Africa. And away we go, second half. Let's hope it's as good as the first. And the Springboks lose the ball down. And Aaron Smith punching it down towards halfway. And Kirshner couldn't get it, and it's been knocked on by the All Blacks.
So Israel Dag is off, and Piotau has come onto the field. You can see there. And Van der Merwe's day is done as well. So a few changes at half-time. I must admit, Aaron Smith's kicking game has been excellent, apart from one that he didn't quite get that well. He's put the ball in the right spot, contestable, just the right distance as well. He's getting them very well. It's a strong point of his game now, Aaron Smith.
Crunch.
Let's see if any adjustments have been made at scrum time by both teams at halftime.
Yes, 9.
Ruan Pienaar as the All Blacks try and apply pressure. Now Steyn going across field, and the ball drops away, and it was lost forward by the All Blacks. Savia's got himself in an awkward position. Now across it goes to Bismarck du Plessis.
Oh, Messham's in trouble.
The All Blacks need to defend on this near side, and well, there's been a high injury toll in this game, and this looks like a shoulder as well.
Could be a sternum.
Yeah.
He peeled away straight away. He did not like it, and when a player does that, you know that they've got a blow, and a decent blow. And if it is the sternum, it is very nasty. Here he goes here. Oh, it's a raised elbow from du Plessis as well. And watch Messam peel away here. He didn't like it, and you'd have to wonder whether that was legal to raise it like that, Jeff.
Well, actually, I think one of the touch judges is on, and they're going to have a look upstairs.
I tell you what,
to have a look at it.
2 yellow cards equals.
Yes.
Yes. And now this puts that first yellow card in the first half into real perspective now.
It's not intentional though. I understand he's got a player coming at him, and to protect yourself from getting hit, you just throw your arm out so that you win the contact and protect the ball.
I think what's happened to it's hit him right on his clavicle, right on his collarbone, right there. He's trying to protect himself. He hasn't had time to put a fend out, but is it a yellow cardable offence? And what impact will it have on this game?
Yeah. Yep.
Up to the face of the black player.
All right.
Onto the neck, sorry, onto the neck, not the face, onto the neck.
All right. It's a dangerous play.
Yes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Number 2.
Uh-oh. Here's trouble. Andre Fender's the only Springbok sent off against the All Blacks. He's gone.
Well, I feel sorry for him, and I know that people might not agree with me, and fair enough, but he didn't deserve to get yellow carded in the first place. He didn't deserve it because he made a hard, legitimate wrap your arm shoulder tackle. And to be fair, that one wasn't as clear cut. I understand why he raised that arm, but whether he deserves a red card for the 2 indiscretions, I can't agree with it. I think he's been hard done by the first one. And it's a shame the game is now down to this, 14 against 15. I'm not saying that that's not yellow cardable, but I'm saying he doesn't deserve a red because he didn't deserve the first one.
All Blacks go short, as they have for much of this game. Here's Barrett. So 14 against 15 for the last 38 minutes of this game, and a penalty. Springboks had their hands in there.
We must leave before.
Well, they came to Eden Park full of optimism, And now they've got to play the last 38 minutes with 14 players.
Well, the next 5 or 6 minutes is pretty important for the Springboks. The fact that they can recover, not so much they can't get another man back, but they can mentally get themselves and stay in this game. It's not a fait accompli. You go out when it's 15 on 14 and win. It gives you an advantage, but the spirited side, the Springbok team, and they will not give it away.
Doesn't help when you're 7 behind, though, as well.
Reid off the top. Aaron Smith away for Barrett. Nonu in centre field. Here is Messam. Ridden down on the tackle of de Villiers. Now Franks. Wrestled to the ground. Cleared away by Aaron Smith again. Nonu drops the kick in behind. Clever kick. Nicely weighted. And LaRue. Oh, good work by LaRue. But it's going to be a 5-metre scrum. And it'll be against a 7-man push too.
Can't blame LaRue for trying to do what he did. It was either going to be him or Kirshner that got trapped behind the goal line. He just tried to miraculously do something that enabled Kirshner to kick. But the chase, look at the chase. 4 All Blacks, not another green shirt in sight.
Well, Adrian Strauss has to return to the frame. Of course, he can actually work at scrum time. But the skills of Nono, the improvements in his kicking game, and of course when the defense rushes on the outside, it means the space in behind. They talked about that, obviously, the All Blacks. He found that space nicely. What an attacking opportunity for the All Blacks.
So Willem Alberts is the man who has to go and sit on the bench.
If they can get an 8-11 or an 8-9-11 here, I would back the fact that Savia would like to go at Mornay Steyn. You can see there's Mornay Steyn, second man in there, the gap between him and de Villiers, and that's where Savia should be going.
Long bind and
Well,
he hit
talk
up.
about
Long
controversy.
bind and he hit up, all right?
That decision, or those decisions, will be discussed long and hard.
Come close, come close. Steady and stable. Crunch.
Nono's also a threat here coming. They could use Savia as the decoy and Nono flat.
So in it goes. Reid holding off the back. Takes it himself, Kieran Reid. Referee's got the arm out here. Penalty coming the All Blacks' way. As Aaron Smith fires it off to Barrett. Looking to step his way through. Now Aaron Smith. Off to Messam this time. As the All Blacks build it up. Short pass to Reid. It's over the line. It's another try to Kieran Reid.
Aaron Smith brought it back against the grain, against the way that the play was flowing, to Kieran Reid, who hit it at pace, but he got hit hard by Kruger and du Plessis. So the pattern in the grain is out to the right. You can see there, look at the depth of Kieran Reid. Smith decides not to give it to the 2 on the right. Back to Reid. Du Plessis hits him high. Kruger comes in. They're all there and they can't stop him. He's just too strong. Look, he's calling for the ball. The power and the pace and the explosiveness of Kieran Reid, Jeff.
Well, just not going to ground easily, is he? Not going too low, just staying nice and strong, keeping his legs underneath him as Barrett punishes the Springboks by kicking the conversion. But you're right, Justin, Aaron Smith's reading of the situation, drawing in a defender, creating some space, albeit small, and then the power of Kieran Reid.
3 tries tonight from the All Blacks. Some glum faces from Springbok supporters in the crowd. 24 points to 10. A long way to the end of this game. Staines' kick. Lined up by Whitelock. Held up by Etzebeth. Good strength by the young lock forward. There's Aaron Smith. Barrett thumps it hard and low.
Well, just in the balls in South Africa's court now, isn't it? It's how they play the game. They've done a lot of kicking up until this point. When you're 14 points down on the board, you have to change your tactics, keep the ball in hand. They've looked dangerous at times, but they now have to back their attacking ability to get across the line. We saw it last week against the Wallabies.
Adrian Strauss throws. Tipped by Kruger. De Villiers pops it up. Ball lost. Now Barrett has it back. Holding his breath and it doesn't go out on the full. And it bounces nicely. And very quickly up there was Ben Smith, so no quick throw.
Don't move forward, one. Stay where you are and get the line on you, on your teammate. Hold on me. Stay where you are. All right.
Capacity, Eden Park, 47,000.
Stay like this. Stay like this. Yeah. Stay. Let's go now. Let's go.
Strauss takes the All Black tactic of going low to the man in front.
Step back two. Step back.
Pina
Use it.
goes short. Just buying a little extra time here. Somebody's going to have to kick this and kick it pretty quickly. It's going to be Stain.
Stay green. 3 stop.
All Blacks go quickly. Off to Piatau. Loves to counter from the back. Charles Piatau from Auckland. And here's a good run from Ben Smith. Off to Xavier. Hands it off to Barrett. Bouncing out of tackles. Springboks not making those first up tackles. Now here's Woodcock off the pass from Aaron Smith.
Yes.
And this time the Springboks do win the penalty as the All Blacks don't release.
8 on his feet, got the ball, release it.
Been very impressed, Justin, with Beauden Barrett since he's come on. Been authoritative, been strong carrying the ball. Support players, kicking game's been strong. Great experience for the young man.
Haven't missed a beat, have they? They've clicked back into rhythm. Have a look at Piatau here. Now, he's actually released the ball and regathered it again. Probably not allowed to do that. He got away with it, though. Injection from Xavier, and as mentioned, Beauden Barrett slotted into that 10 jersey, and he's run the show. He's not just distributed. He's kept the All Black machine working.
2 lines.
Great young talent.
All right, 4 men.
Strauss taken down by Juandre Kruger. Now the short pass goes from low to De Villiers. Strauss as Pina away to JJ Engelbrecht. Pina once more, loose pass again, and that's knocked on by Francois Lowe, and you could hardly blame him. It was a dreadful pass.
It's just great All Black defence. There's Du Plessis.
5 black, 19 green.
Springboks down to 14.
19 green.
He just joined us. 2 yellow cards, which gives a red for Du Plessis. And there's the pass from Pina and the knock forward from Francois Lowe. But as mentioned, Engelbrecht, he took the ball forward very confrontationally at the advantage line. He was hit hard by the All Black defence, which then put Pina on the back foot, produced a bad pass. And Beauden Barrett was one of the tacklers. It's probably the one thing they say about him, Jeff, don't they? Just maybe a question mark on his D. Well, he nailed the big Engelbrecht, no problem.
No issue there, and a man familiar with this park, Kevin Mialamu, comes on for Dane Coles.
Well, job well done for Dane Coles. And Kevin Mialamu. Test number 106.
You watch? You see? just one. All right?
Looks like a little bit of rain hanging around again, Jeff.
Yeah, it's just coming in again.
Yeah, there is the mark here.
It's been the odd little front come through. Hasn't amounted to much, but I say a little bit of breeze comes with it, which is assisting the Springbok team right now.
Crunch. One. Set.
Hasn't been the greatest of nights for scrums.
I knew that was on the tip of your tongue.
I'll tell you what, I was just about to jump in myself.
I was thinking it, but didn't want to say it because we just talk so much about the scrums nowadays and the problems we have. And to be fair, they've not entirely been fixed, have they, by this new rule change?
Not entirely. I haven't seen a game yet where it's worked. Still some teething problems. But when you've got two forward packs like this, who want to go head-to-head, two front rows in particular, who love this contest, I'm not surprised.
And it goes from Aaron Smith. And off it goes to Piutau. Here comes Savia. Oh, good work by Kirshner. He made just enough contact.
That's a contact. That is brave. We've seen many a man try that on Julian Sevilla and come off second best.
Adrian Strauss. 12 minutes gone. Second half. Etzebeth has been absolutely outstanding at line-out time. Pienaar is going to kick this. Savia is going to wait. De Villiers is there with him. Beautifully done by Julian Savia. There it is for Aaron Smith. Clears it out for Barrett. Now it's the Springboks' turn under a high ball. And they can't deal with it. Ruben Pienaar, who's bombarded the All Blacks with kicks, drops one himself.
Well, he took his eye off it. I'm not sure. Initially, he called for it and looked like he was going to catch it, and then he looked at the ground, or somehow just his concentration slipped. Watch this from Savia. This is keeping your eye on the ball. Up, leading with the knee. That's the way to catch it, and Pienaar nowhere near it.
I'll tell you what Julian Sevilla did beautifully there was. He just had a sneaky peek to see where the chase was coming, to see whether or not he needed to go up in the air. But what an attacking opportunity for the All Blacks. Piutau on the right, so good with ball in hand. Barrett, Nonu, Ben Smith, who's been in try-scoring form throughout the whole international season.
Crutch. Fine. Set. Yes, nine.
Now Reed detaches. Off goes Aaron Smith. Good little scamper from the halfback. Snapped up by Retallick. He's going nowhere. Now Kane wearing the headgear now. In the 7. Here's Mialamu. All Blacks working blindside through Messam. Got him up off the ground here. They're going to have to get it down, and they do so. And Messam has recycled beautifully. Now Nonu. Ball ripped away. And Martin Nonu looking rather perplexed about it all, but the Springboks simply ripped the ball off him.
I think the shift was on there, probably the better option, Jeff.
3 and 1 green.
A little bit of space out on the left-hand side. There's another substitution. Comes on for the Springboks. Connie Oosthuizen.
Check this out.
Steinkamp as well.
Sorry,
As we
Jeff.
see here now, just the hand on the ball to Villiers. Just getting the ball, and Nonu pleading the fact.
6, 17, all right. We stay closer just about the 8 and just to make sure on the surface, all right?
Interesting time to change your front row. To make a front row replacement when you're down to 7 men right in front of your posts. Opposition ball, as you mentioned, the hooker now has to strike, so you're slightly depowered. and you've got new players on.
Well, I think they're banking on the fact the fresh legs will be able to get them some clearance here.
Oh.
You can expect the All Blacks to go at everything here. Watch the loose forwards. They will stay on the scrum for the All Blacks to put as much pressure. It will be 8v6 at one point. Important for Vermeulen stays on for as long as he possibly can at the back of the scrum to add his weight. Zane Kirshner's gone on there on the left-hand side of the scrum.
Take a distance. Straight one.
So there is Gerthro Steenkamp. 43 caps, so he's been around.
Fine. Set.
And that's a welcome penalty for the Springboks.
Straight down. One. Merci, Jérôme.
Steyn looking for maximum distance, and he's forgotten to put it out. So the All Blacks with Piutau looking for Ben Smith. And he leads the charge. He gets shoveled out of the road a bit. He's got it back, ironically.
Genius.
Absolutely genius. But the Springboks got there and recovered quickly. Here goes Steyn again. And oh, he's made a hash of that too. That's what he should have done the first time.
Yeah, he should have.
Well, it's almost time for South Africa to maybe think about Patrick Lambie, because they need to play. When you're down, you give the ball back to the opposition. Cannot keep turning the possession over.
Nialamu throws quickly. All Blacks free it away. Off it goes to Savia, busting. Got through 2 or 3 tackles. Now quick ball required. Inside pass to Retallick. Bounces out of one and sets it off. Aaron Smith. No room there for Aaron Smith. And penalty. All Blacks not releasing once again.
He just joined. He just joined.
I've been impressed with Vermeulen in and around the contact area of the game. He's a big man defensively. Justin, they have done a job at times on the All Blacks if they haven't been quite in support. And Aaron Smith, as we see a clearance that does make touch.
Yeah, defensively they've been good, I agree. What's the work here of Severe? What's the work of Etzebeth? He was the man coming from the line out to clean that up. So he's tracked in behind the back line and made the tackle, the vital tackle on Severe. Good work rate. He's had an outstanding game, Etzebeth.
He's some player.
Yes.
As I said before, 21 years of age. There he is. So Strauss to throw. There he is again, Etzebeth, in the number 4 jersey. Now setting up a drive. And this, of course, is how they scored their one and only try in the game.
Once! No, 5 through the gate!
Now the All Blacks get the second push on. That might struggle to come out of there. It will.
5 through the gate. 5 black through the gate.
There is Patrick Lambie. He's played 26 test matches. He's hardly a new boy on the block.
That's right. I tend to agree with you now, Jeff. At this scoreline and being down to 14 men, I think they need to throw something at the All Blacks that they haven't seen. I also think that Fermark, Jano Fermark should be introduced into the game, because his running game, the way that he's able to challenge the inside defenders, he might just add a little bit something different as well around the breakdown.
Crutch. Bind. Set.
Elbow goes onto the ground there.
Not stable.
It's just so time-consuming is the frustration, isn't it? The amount of time this takes out of the game.
Take the hit.
Well, You don't want to get me on this favourite subject, Justin.
Well, on average,
The clock should now be stopped.
yes.
It should now be stopped.
Statistically, on average, if you're up around, we've been told, the 17-minute mark, that it's consuming in a game. That's a lot. Nearly a quarter of the game with reset scrums. It's just too much.
So here we go. Now, see, have a look at the clock. Still going.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. My mistake.
I think he did the old scrum calls there, didn't he? I think that's why he's had to reset it.
Yeah.
He said touch instead of bind.
So 58-55 was when this started.
Crutch. Bind. Set.
2 minutes later, a penalty is given.
18. He didn't take the hit.
Well, there's not supposed to be a hit, is there? Not
18.
really. So he didn't take the hit, couldn't hold the weight. So before the ball was even contested to go in, the All Blacks get a penalty.
Penalty, no free kick.
Connor stays in there in the 18 jersey. And the All Blacks making a change now, Jeff.
Stephen Luatua coming on for Liam Messam. Liam Messam, I think, has done a good job tonight. Been very, very physical. We'll talk about his selection, but carrying on his good form. And Stephen Luatua, it's exposed to the South Africans.
Absolutely agree. Messam's been superb. Did everything that was asked of him and more.
Reid quickly off the top as the All Blacks go in search of that fourth try. Nonu bashing his way past Steyn. Oh, man in the road there. And here is Retallick. Andre released Aaron Smith. Here is Piotau. Aaron Smith again. Kane. Held onto it well, Sam Kane, and laid it back. Springbok defence outstanding. Let's see how much longer it can hold up. Nonu again drops that clever little kick onto the ground. Kirshner. Got to use it, Ruan Pienaar, and he does so. Hands it off to Vermeulen. Now Pienaar back for Steyn, and he makes sure that he gets it into touch. The All Blacks, though, will quickly throw it, and here's Piotau coming from the back. Spinning out of a couple, getting away again. Charles Piotau, good run, almost to the 22. Now this is front foot ball, as Retallick does well to snap it up. Strides off inside the 22. Aaron Smith away for Savia. He puts the little kick in. Reid, he's got three, has he? No, maybe not.
I think he's lost it.
Lost control of it just at the vital moment. And I think he knows it.
Yeah, I think he knows it, but I'm just in awe of some of the play of this All Black side.
Try yes or no?
Try yes or no. Charles Piotau ignited it from the back just a bit. Brodie Retallick tonight.
Yeah.
Ball in hand, sidestepping, throwing dummies.
Yeah, I was just about to say, throwing the dummy. Through the dummy, bit of a sidestep, bit of a goose. So they want to know if he's offside. For me, he wasn't. That was lovely from Savia. Matt Todd was probably the only questionable one, but it's not him we're looking at. He just loses it there, hits the stomach. So I think he gets his hands on it. And then when it hits the stomach, he loses it. It pops out. Lost control. Great lead-up work, though.
So are we saying he's knocked it on?
Yes.
You can't drag the ball forward with your body.
George.
No.
I have a decision, thank you.
Thanks. You,
Now try
yes, correct.
forward on the ground.
Well, no All Black has ever scored a hat-trick against the Springboks.
Wow.
That may well
Change.
stay in place.
Well, I'll be very optimistic towards New Zealand's chances playing against 14 men. He's gone close. Kieran Reid, very close.
Okay, scrum. Green ball. We come here.
Just over 16 minutes remaining at Eden Park. And the All Blacks, as I said earlier, will be very keen to get a bonus point try. They didn't get one last week as they put pressure on Vermeulen, driven down on the tackle. But the Springboks will come out of this one as Reid goes in and makes the stop on Edsabeth. Now Pienaar. Savia's going to throw it. No, he's not. Well, I tell you what, Justin, it'll be all on at Ellis Park in a few weeks.
Certainly will. Ellis Park as well.
Yes. Big change. Now, Springbok player down here.
All right.
It's Vermeulen.
Oh, he hit the ground very hard as he was contesting possession, and it looked very awkward.
I need a clear gap, all right?
Well, Reid certainly contesting. Oh, it's a long way down.
It helps sometimes if your lifters actually stay on you and continue to lift. They pushed him up there and then just let him go. Oh.
That's a heavy landing.
Change for the All Blacks. Owen Franks comes off for Charlie Faumuina.
Job well done in his 50th international. Went within a couple of metres of scoring his first try, but it wasn't to be.
He'll get there. He'll get there. He'll score an important one, probably, like Tony Woodcock. Props have a habit of doing that.
So Kevin Mialamu to throw to the line out. Retallick stretches up. Quickly gave it away to Kane. Kane off to Savia. Bounces Pienaar out of the road. Aaron Smith. Barrett in front of Nonu. He did really well to hang on. Now Aaron Smith once more. Here's Reid. 2 tries in the bank tonight. Aaron Smith. Woodcock on the charge. 15 remaining at Eden Park. Here's Reid again. Retallick. Solid from Vermeulen. All Blacks looking to go back to the blind side. And Ben Smith to Conrad Smith. Holding his opposite, JJ Engelbrecht at arm's length. Now Reid to Barrett. Not afraid to take a gap, Beauden Barrett. Here's Nonu in a bit of space. Excellent tackle that time by Steyn. He's often criticised for not tackling. Here's Aaron Smith, and didn't get much depth on that kick.
Well, I just wonder again, Jeff, if the shift from Nonu was on. There was plenty of players out there waiting.
Well, I think once again, though, that South African defence on the outside had just coming up enough to get in his vision, so he wasn't convinced to throw the pass. But here comes Tony Woodcock. We just see him coming in late. He's been a Trojan tonight. De Villiers had very little opportunity. We've seen very little of him. Especially has been that defensive system for the Springboks.
Let's go.
Strauss plucked out of the air by Kruger. Back for Pienaar. He's just about worn his boot out tonight. Savia. Now Pietau. Well weighted kick. Pietau's leading the charge. Oh, it was Savia leading the charge. Knocked it back. So the All Blacks have the ball back. Now Aaron Smith. The bounce will be interesting. Well controlled though by LaRue. Down he goes in the tackle of Reid. The All Blacks have driven clean over this. And Aaron Smith frees it up for Retallick. The big man busting. Now Aaron Smith for Luatua. Mialamu snaps it up. There it is for Aaron Smith again. Here's Whitelock. Aaron Smith again. Kane diving. And has he made it? They look as though they are are celebrating the All Blacks, and if so, it'll be a try to Sam Cane.
That's why you can't avoid it. I'll get back to you.
Relentless, Justin. The All Blacks just grinding away in the inside channels. Getting good, quick ball. As we see Cane committing himself to go low. Leg drive. Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Try time. Yes, Sam Cane, yes.
Decision. No reason why you can't.
Bonus point try, very important bonus point for the All Blacks.
What a build-up. The work again of Retallick, he's everywhere. There's 1,000 of them out there tonight. It was also the counter ruck. You remember the Springboks had the ball off the Aaron Smith kick. From here, this is the players following up. This is off the kick. They power through the ruck, smash past the ball. The recycle here, great hands from Smith. Whitelock goes close, but doesn't panic, doesn't reach out. And watch the speed he hits it at, Sam Cane. Whack!
Did you see
Over he
that?
goes.
Did you see that clean out from Retallick? Just shifted the body. 7 stitches just before half-time. Sam Cane, headgear comes on.
Bowden Barrett. And can't bring it around. Well, the great Sir Colin Meads played against the Box on a number of occasions. And he'll be thrilled with this All Black forward performance tonight. I'm not sure he looks at the backs too much.
Probably not, no.
Just a change for South Africa. Willie LaRue's come off. He's got Bloodburn, I think. And Jan Sufontaine goes onto the wing.
So 29 points to 10. About 11 minutes left. Retallick has been a standout performer tonight. Aaron Smith. And the chase is coming, led by Luatua. He's not sure where the ball is. In fact, it's hung back, and Ben Smith, who's been industrious as always, and a free penalty.
16 on his feet, getting the ball, holding on.
How good's that take from Ben Smith? I know there's a penalty that has happened afterwards, but the commitment to leave the ground, he was basically side on as he caught it and smashed into the ground. Just superb commitment all night from the All Blacks, chasing hard, never letting any kick go to ground or go up in the air to be contested with without putting pressure on it.
Yeah, that change you've been looking for, Justin, a halfback for South Africa. Ruan Pienaar comes off, Jano Vermaak goes on, Wyatt Crockett comes on for Tony Woodcock, who has been as impressive as ever, getting better and better as this international season goes on.
Plenty of applause too for Tony Woodcock.
Deserves it.
That's a good trot, good speed.
Yeah, it is.
70 minutes into the game.
So a lot of replacement players on there now. There's Cane in on Etzebeth. Fair mark out there now, as Jeff said. Now off it goes to Steyn. A solid charge from Sufontaine in midfield as Fairmark clears it out. Kirshner met by Smith and Nonu, and Nonu ripped it away, but offside against Stephen Luatua.
Well, I tell you what, we've just clocked over 70 minutes, but there is still the physicality in that All Black defensive line. They are just going forward, and they are meeting everything that comes at them in green with a shoulder. That was the question that even some New Zealanders asked about this physical Springbok approach. They're big players, whether the All Blacks could physically stand up. They haven't stood up. What they've done is they've beaten them up in that area.
So another casualty, and it's not Zane Kirshner, it is Guthrie Steenkamp.
The beast has returned. Opportunity for South Africa. Line out drive's been very good, but you're one man down.
No, we don't play time off. Still, no. You have too much blood.
Referee Boyd not happy with the amount of blood coming out.
Too much.
That's I think he's answered some questions tonight.
Oh, yes.
Well, blood on a number 7 is a badge of courage.
Certainly is.
And how great to be able to roll on someone like Matt Todd. It's been impressive in ITM Cup. It's again another player that gets experience on the biggest stage for the All Blacks.
And I tell you, the crowd is standing and applauding Sam Cane. That's probably his night done. He deserves that applause.
As play continues, Fairmarco's lost control of it, at least for Mullen it was. And it's a penalty. And a yellow here. So the captain's going to be... You might be able to get an early interview, Jeff.
Taking out the jumper.
So it's 14 apiece for the last 9 minutes of this game. So the box, the old-fashioned tap, and let's see what we can do from here. We'll try and drive the All Blacks over the line here, and they've got a good chance to do so, but it's gone to ground, Kruger. The All Blacks kicking in and hacking at it, and now Habana gets it, and Nonu gets him. Off it goes to Stein, de Villiers. Oh, that's a heavy landing.
Seville's in trouble.
Seville's gone down and hasn't moved.
He copped a knee in the head, I think.
As Fairmark gets it across. Boy, there's some casualties out here tonight. Now it's another penalty. And the referee's got to carry on. Meanwhile, Julian Sevilla is still down. So the tap is taken. And the Springboks. As Fairmark flat pass. Oh, big tackle there. Valmawina, what a beauty. The beast has a go, but backwards he goes. That's been lost forward. Now Nonu, here they come on the counter. All Blacks not really chasing hard on this. As Kirshner, just on his own side of halfway. Good tackle, Charles Piutau. There it is for Fairmark. Off to Stein. Smith in to make a tackle, Conrad that is. There's some brutal defence going on here. As Stein works it across. Right on the halfway line with 7 to go at Eden Park. Stein again. Now the pass across from Sefontaine to Kruger. Strauss. 4 tries to 1 in the game, 29 to 10. Stein once more. The Springboks now starting to use the ball through the hands. It's 14 on 14, of course. As Fairmark sends it off to Stein. Here's de Villiers running hard. Overlap here. Opportunity for Vermeulen. Lined up by Barrett. Got a flag up here for whatever reason. And
I'll tell you what, they're in trouble here. They are in trouble here. This could be a professional foul. On the ground, Sevilla has got very, very bad cut to the head.
I also think...
Hands on the ground. You stay there? Who is the new captain for Black?
Hit somebody late, maybe without any arms. Possibly.
You are? You stay with me, all right? Ok, Jérôme.
Au 40 mètres,
Ouais.
il y a une charge à retardement et à l'épaule du 12 noir sur le 12 vert.
D'accord. Là-bas?
Ouais.
Ok. Donc je vais mettre un carton jaune au 12 noir.
Tout à fait.
Et je vais rester sur la pénalité ici. Ok. There is a late charge from 12 black on 12 green. It's a yellow card and I stay for the advantage there for hands on the ground. Call you 12 black, please.
You're not looking at giving a yellow card here as well.
No, that's fine.
I tell you
He
what,
won't have any... Well, he obviously puts them back in his pocket. Watch this.
It's a late charge against 12. Thank you. 10, 13, just have a discipline because you're in a bad time.
Unfortunately, it's something he does regularly.
yes, 5 yellow cards this season.
so Willie LaRue comes back on. Patrick Lambie has come on. Sia Kulisi comes on as well. Habana comes off.
All Hold on. Hold on.
All Blacks have 13 on the park now.
No, wait.
Sometimes that tends to inspire. They've been going forward all day anyway, the All Blacks.
So Strauss throws. Etzebeth drags it in. And the Boks looking to repeat the feat of the first half. And Luatu's got in there, though, and made a hash of it. But he's offside, apparently. It looks a bit like a dockyard brawl at the moment. There are players all over the place. Okay, away to the far wing, and the kick tipped back and field. Yes, I reckon he's got it. Patrick Lambie. If he's got it, it'll be his first try in Test rugby. Pretty cleverly done.
Yes, Roman.
George, please, can you check if there is a forward by 15 when he got the ball in the air, please?
Knock on.
Check if there was a forward knock-on or a forward pass.
Or
Okay.
knock on, or knock on.
It's a knock on he's looking for, absolutely.
Perfectly weighted kick.
19 again.
It's just whether Jeff, the player out there, LaRue was it, who was coming forward, whether he knocked it on. Piatel definitely got a hand on it.
Absolutely. It's Kirshner, isn't it?
All right, and check as
Look
well.
where he catches the ball. It looks as though
If
that's
the
almost gone
15
sideways.
green.
The line, difficult to tell.
Start in front.
Entitled with his momentum to plant the ball. No problem with that.
If R22 is played in the tackled in the air, then it's a penalty.
We
try.
check.
Yeah, if you check.
We check.
Well, he's talking about a penalty try if it's tackled in the air.
I certainly thought he was playing the ball. Because there's no problem with him being onside.
No, he's talking about, so when it comes down to Lambie,
19.
an All Black player tackles Lambie
No.
while he's still jumping in the air. So here,
the middle.
do they get him? They get him while he's still in the air. He's not come to the ground. That's what they're wondering about.
You stay backward.
That's a try for me. That's a try anyway.
That's a try. So the instinct would
You
have been
can award the try.
Thank
as
you.
we see there. Try is awarded, and we shouldn't underestimate what the South African side has done leading up to this match. They've finished all of their championship games very strongly. Does this give them, with 5 minutes to go, they have a one-man advantage, and of course 13 v 14, there is a lot more space on this field.
Thanks for your help.
Look how far he's taken this back. Mordo Stain, long way back.
Looking to bring up 600 points and not able to do so. 5 minutes left.
20.
He just won't lie down,
20.
Sam Cane.
Back for more, is he?
He's back for more.
Oh.
He doesn't want to give Matt Todd a sniff of his jersey. Relentless.
22.
Well, now the Springboks have an incentive of a bonus point.
Yes.
Which could be very important, given that the next game is at Ellis Park. Here's a drive by Newland, and well, the All Blacks can slow this right down here, and Barrett no doubt will have a shot at goal, and I'm sure Conrad Smith, who seems to be the new captain,
He is the new captain, acting captain.
On the catcher, no challenge.
So I was lucky he didn't get himself into the bin for a professional foul earlier on. Just what the doctor ordered for the All Blacks. Just to change the pressure now. Of course, Julian Sevilla, he would not have returned. He failed the concussion tests in the tunnel. So Taura Kurbalo is actually playing on the left-hand side of the field, on the left wing.
What hasn't this game had, Justin?
It's had the lot in his boat. I'm sure you're all being extremely entertained back there at home, wherever in the world you're watching it internationally. Here in New Zealand, it's been a test match full of all sorts of drama.
Tell you what it has been brutal. Absolutely brutal. The physical contest between both these sides.
A week off next week for all teams in the Rugby Championship, and I'm sure they'll be pleased about that. Of course, we have the Wallabies and the Pumas going at it in Perth after this one. Here's Barrett's kick, and it's away. So the Springboks still have a chance to get a bonus point out of this game
Back the line.
in the next 3.5 minutes.
Get the line, 10. They are in front,
Luatua lining this up and has knocked it on. Waiting for the advantage here, and it is there. So Fermark works it off to Lambie. Now Stein, here's a charge in midfield from Serpentine, who looks to be a big, strong, aggressive player. No protection there, and Aaron Smith comes around and nails, and the ball's stolen. Here is Kerr-Barlow.
Who's on the wing for Sardinia.
He's on the wing, yeah. Now Aaron Smith. And the All Blacks have the ball in hand. Luatua off to Sam Whitelock, right in centre field. And penalty again. Springboks rip it out. They want to take it quickly. Stein wants to kick it out and start again. He's got to get it out first. He's made a few misses. He's got it this time. So a real opportunity in this last 2 minutes. They're not going to win the game. So that All Black record of not having lost at Eden Park since '94 will stay. But a bonus point could be very important in the Rugby Championship.
All right.
Taken off the back by Vermeulen. He really has made a major contribution for the Springboks tonight. Coming for Fermark. Good defence by the All Blacks there. It's cleared away again. Stein. Oh, that's good defence. That's terrific defence by Charles Piutau. No, beg your pardons.
You would have to say there hasn't been one All Black who hasn't played their part tonight, Justin. Everyone's had their responsibilities, and they're just head down, barrel them into touch. Piutau impressive. And he's in all the reserves.
And you're right, it's been a war of attrition, hasn't it, as well? Lots of substitutes on and off because of cards and injuries. Everyone's just got into the rhythm.
So Mialamu finding Whitelock. Holds it up, Sam Whitelock. The All Blacks clearing it from inside the 22. But they're handing the ball back to the Springboks. Remember that it's 13 against 14. The Boks have the advantage. As Lambie is nailed. Now a run here by Kruger across field. Ball pops back for Fermark. Siren goes. And the chance here for the Springboks. LaRue frees it up to De Villiers. Here is the opportunity. Fires it back in field, but it's been knocked on by LaRue and hacked into touch by Conrad Smith. Game is over at Eden Park. Memorable in many ways. But the All Blacks have maintained their record on this great rugby ground and have beaten the Springboks 29-15.